Okay, so it's good to see everybody back. This is Andrew Snorton,
And Emma Foulkes.
and we've had a great couple of really good, balanced conversations about, real life issues where there are going to be times it's going to be heavy-handed. We want to try to be as relaxed as possible so it makes it easier for you to have those bridge conversations. But every once in a while,
Well, let's just tell the truth. So what happened was we were talking about life insurance and GoFundMe pages to pay for funerals, and we were talking about the cost of a funeral, and we were thinking, well, if a person only made $25,000 or $30,000 a year, why are you having a funeral for them that costs 25 G's? Like that just doesn't make any sense.
it's almost like you want to walk up to them, so why are you doing that? Like, seriously, so it makes you, we've heard about living within your means, but that's an example of, like you said, when you don't budget properly and you have the wrong people in your ear, you will do, like, foolish stuff. Like, here's an example. Don't get me wrong, every once in a while you like to splurge, you like to look good and all that type of thing, but why would you buy a purse that costs $2,500 but you live in a shoebox that lists $250? Like, so why are you doing that? Shouldn't it be the other way around? I mean, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't.
And another thing that I see a lot of times, and I don't see it as much as I used to, is the cars that people drive.
Oh.
If you make $45,000, $50,000 a year, why are you driving a car that costs $45,000 or $50,000?
No,
like that's ridiculous.
Even worse, like you're making 50 and your car is like 80 grand and you look stressed all the time, like,
But I got the payment stretched out for 8 years.
but the payments stretch out for 8 years. You know how much you could do with that? So why are you doing that? What's wrong with the Honda Accord?
Right.
No, seriously, what's wrong with that? Or what's wrong with getting something that's a little bit more, economical?
So what do you think about weddings?
Weddings are tough, and here's why I say that. On one hand, the people who get married, from what I remember, they want to do something that's reflective of them. So I get that. You want to put your emotion, your character, personality, etc. But you also have to understand the budget. And, traditionally speaking, it's the bride's parents that are paying for it.
Oh, sorry, partner. That's like in the 1950s.
I
buddy.
said traditionally. I know times have changed, but I remember once upon a time it was a little different. But it's still the same principle. But let's say if your budget is only $10,000, you've got to make the most of it. What people sometimes forget is the marriage. All a marriage is, all a wedding is, you've decided to make a private decision public. And you want people to join with you in celebrating. But people put down like down payments, spend like house down payments for a wedding, and then like 2-3 years later they out the door. Like, so why are you doing that? It doesn't mean that you can't do something nice, but if you've got 30, 40, 50 grand budgeted, maybe use, I don't know, a third to half of that on having a nice ceremony.
Yeah.
The rest of that can go into that down payment or paying off debt or
Right.
something like
Especially
that.
college student
Oh,
loan debt, things
gosh.
like that. That money can be better.
Credit debt,
Yep.
your car note.
Yes.
Like I said, it could be a down payment on something like just try to make better use of your money.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to be struggling, which on that end, that's your business. But no, don't do it. No. No. Even what I've had to do as I'm getting older is, like, for example, like football season tickets. I remember once upon a time, they were, I mean, relative to the rest of the league, they're not as bad. But I also know there's different things I want to do. So, yeah, I'm going to add a person or two to cut down on my portion, which is going to free up more money. So it's just one of those things. Like, sometimes you have to do that. It doesn't mean you
So you
can't.
like Ubering your tickets?
Ubering my tickets? Well, I'll be honest. What I did more of this year is for games I couldn't go to. Yeah, I sold my tickets.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'll do to make it easier, especially when there's something called a seat license and all that type of stuff, which isn't, honestly, guys, the Falcons season ticket seat PSLs are not anywhere as expensive as like the area markets like Nashville, Charlotte. They're definitely not like they are at like MetLife Stadium in New York. Like people were literally robbing banks. Like I'll just be blunt. What I'm paying in the PSL is like a third of what people at MetLife Stadium are paying.
Yeah.
So I know it's not that bad, but I know there's other things I need to do financially. But I've been a season ticket holder for so long, it's like I'll probably add 1 or 2 people on my account so that, okay, I'll go to less games, but I'm balancing my cost, and now I'm redistributing my money into other things. Sometimes you have to do that, and there's no harm with that. It's just, just being smart. So why am I doing that? Because I don't want to look like Boo Boo the Fool next year, walking around with like a ski mask and stuff like.
You're not robbing banks, man.
I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm trying to manage, for lack of a term, just do a better job of my finances, and I'll have peace of mind knowing that, okay, instead of paying this amount, I'm paying this amount. And other people are getting the fulfillment and enjoyment because, I've been able to do that for like the last 20 years. So you kind of transition, let other people do it, and they're helping you out. So
what do you think about, and I haven't been to a club since my son was old enough to go, so I've stayed out of clubs. But what do you think about, let's talk about VIP, because, we had a conversation about that.
See, here's the thing with VIP. Excuse me, I can see if it's a special occasion like your birthday or an anniversary. Look, we all know.
Girls' night out.
No, not a girls' night out, because some of y'all ladies have girls' night out like every other day. Every other day. But no, I can see, look, every once in a while, are you going to do something that breaks convention? Yeah. I can see you doing it for a birthday. Right. I can see if it's like a graduation or a significant milestone, like you learning how to cross the street is not a significant milestone.
Job
it's
promotion?
Nice. Maybe. Yeah. But within moderation, even for an event that I'm involved with later on, like for the Alpha Derby, yeah, we do have VIP for the weekend, but it's not like every event we do is a VIP type stuff. So every once in a while, for like special occasions, yeah, but people that do it all the time, y'all know you are just doing that to be to show off and be talked about. But who's really trying to see you? Like seriously, who are you really trying to impress? Like real talk, why are you doing that? The same 500 you're popping for like a half bottle for a milliliter, you could just do regular. You can get a couple of beverages and still have a couple hundred in your pocket and fly out somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like so serious. Like if you have to spend that much money in order to build your self-esteem, maybe you need to go to a counselor.
Wow.
No, I'm like so serious.
Wow.
I'm real serious. If that is attention-getting behavior, I can think of less expensive ways to get attention-getting behavior.
But if you think about it, if you look at going to VIP a couple of times, like to your point, that could be a vacation. You could go to an all-inclusive place and drink all you want, and get out of the country.
Man, I could go to my cousin's house and drink all I want. All right, I'm exaggerating, but I'm just saying. But don't get me wrong. I'm just saying every once in a while for a special occasion, okay, we get it. But every weekend,
yeah,
every other weekend,
if you're not saving money, if you're not preparing for your future, if you're not taking care of your kids, if you're not doing those basic things that an adult should be doing.
I mean, how are you going to be in VIP but you eating ramen noodles?
Right.
At 40.
Right.
That's a problem right there. So why are you doing that? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying. Is there one more thing we can think of?
Get this off your chest.
Yeah, I had so much trouble on my mind.